thanks for joining me. This flow is going to inspire us to be more confident, to be more agile, to test ourselves, to go out of our maybe normal limits. It is a little challenging. There's a few balancing poses strung together, so if you need, have a wall handy to use that. I'm going to show a demonstration with the wall with that, or blocks or a chair. So you have either or, maybe even play with both, and enjoy your flow today. We're going to start seated, so find somewhere comfortable to sit. Ground down into those sit bones, allow the chest to lift. And take an inhale, draw the shoulder blades up to the ears. As you exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Let the eyes close as you do. Allowing yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Scanning of the body today, checking in, acknowledging any areas of tightness or concern, any injuries or fatigue acting up. But then checking on the flip side, acknowledging any energy you have, anywhere you feel more open and ready to expand in your practice. And being mindful of all those areas as you start to move today on your mat. Allowing your breath to always be your guide of know when to expand, when to hold, and maybe even when to modify. Check in mentally, and acknowledging what type of day it's been, maybe what type of week it's been, and then try to let that go. Leave all that outside these four walls, allowing yourself to focus on your breath and your movements on your mat today. Let's set a collective intention of attention. So setting an intention to set your awareness on your body, on your breath, and just paying attention to what happens in the body as you practice. So just trying to stay in that present moment with your attention. So let that intention of attention take form in your mind's eye, whether it be a phrase, a word, maybe even an image. And then allow the hands to press together in front of the heart. We'll set that intention as we open the practice together with one Om. Exhale fully. Take a full inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, let the hands come back down to the thighs. A few more moments of stillness here as we start our breath. You're going to inhale and exhale to a count of 5. Exhale fully. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Keeping that smooth, steady breath. Inhale, allow the eyes to open. And as you exhale, come to sitting on your heels. If it's too much to sit on your heels, you can stay seated on your blanket or your bolster. You can even place that underneath your hips and allow yourself to come up to seated. So sitting up tall, adjust as you need to here. So Vajrasana, so sitting on your heels. And from here, we're just going to take a couple shoulder stretches and side stretches. As you inhale, take your arms up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale brings the arms up. And exhale, opposite side. Inhale up, keeping that nice smooth breath. Exhale, lengthen, press down into the opposite hip. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite. One final time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, lean. Inhale brings you all the way up. And as you exhale, bring yourself forward. Point and flex through those feet just a little bit. And then from here, you're going to tuck the toes. So bringing those toes underneath. Maybe even take that little pinky. My little pinky likes to get stuck underneath. I need to draw it to the side. Sitting up tall. If it's too much to sit all the way back, maybe your ankles are sensitive or your feet are sensitive, you can sit on a block. You can have your blocks beside you, but we're going to continue to use our arms. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, hands behind the back, interlink fingers. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, hold. Release the hands on your inhale, reach up. As you exhale, take your right arm under your left, coming into eagle arms if you can. If eagle arms isn't happening today, grab onto the shoulders with your left elbow on top of your right. Inhale, lifts the elbows. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open the arms. Exhale, interlink the hands behind the back, opposite way. As you inhale, open the chest. Exhale, hold. As you inhale, reach the arms up. And this time as you exhale, right arm on top of the left. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lifting a little bit of cow pose. Exhale, rounding cat pose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms all the way up. As you exhale, circle the hands down, point and flex through those feet. Maybe even place them on the ground, giving a little smack. And then from here, we're going to roll yourself forward, come into Dandasana. Ground down, sitting up nice and tall onto those sit bones. Draw in through the lower belly, roll the shoulders back, hands by the side. And draw those shoulder blades onto the back as the chin slightly tucks. So Dandasana, staff pose. Couple breaths here. And adding in a little bit more movement, we're going to go from Dandasana to reverse table for the first couple rounds, and then into Purvottanasana, so reverse plank. As you inhale, slide your hands back. If it hurts too much for your shoulder to keep your fingers pointed forward, you can point your fingers out to the side so your thumbs point forward. And then bend the knees so that just your feet slide back. Press into those hands on your inhale, lift the chest, lift the hips. Exhale, release the hips down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. For those who want Purvottanasana, legs are straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One final time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Sitting up nice and tall. Come up onto those sit bones. Remove that gluteus maximus out of the way. Spread through the toes. Take an inhale, reach through those arms. And then exhale, lengthen forward. So not your deepest fold yet. Press through the hands, draw the heart forward. And then draw in through the low belly as you press those shins back down toward the mat. Take another inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, shoulder blades onto the back. Take another inhale there. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back up to center. Cross those ankles, roll it forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, 5 breaths here. Finding your down dog. Press down and forward into the hands, lift up through the low belly. Send those inner thighs back as you press back through the heels. Lengthen the neck down as the shoulder blades draw down toward your hips. Feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Exhale fully. As you inhale, take the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, heel to bum, open the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step that foot forward. Back knee is going to draw down. Inhale, lifts the heart. Anjaneyasana. Draw in through the low belly, let those hips drop forward as you draw your back knee toward your front heel. Take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor. Press down into that left hand. Inhale, reaches the right arm up. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Press into that bottom hand, reach up through the top arm, and then lean away from that right thigh. Take another inhale there. As you exhale, circle that right hand to the floor. Press into the front foot again. Inhale lifts you up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, bring your hands to your knee. Taking your left hand, reach it back for your left foot. Shift the hips back first, and then drop the hips forward. So getting into a quad stretch. Lift the chest, roll the shoulder back, and then draw heel toward bum. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale releases that left foot. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Pause there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, takes that right arm up. As you exhale, reach the right arm back. Good. Draw that back foot to meet the right hand. Draw in through the low belly, finding a twist as well as a stretch in the quad. So press hand into foot, foot into hand as you open the chest, lean back. Maybe start to bend the right elbow as you bring your heel toward your bum. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, hands to the floor. Pause there. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, step it back, plank. You have a choice, vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Shift the weight forward, lowering for the vinyasa. Opening up the chest and lifting the hips, downward dog. Take a nice big inhale there. Exhale, noticing the body. Paying attention to your intention, acknowledging right side and left side differences. Exhale fully. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step that foot forward. Back knee drops. Draw in through the belly. Inhale, takes those arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Draw up through the low belly, tailbone lengthens to the floor. Take another big inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hands to floor. Press that right hand down on your inhale, left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, draw shoulder blades onto the back. Press down to lift up. Take another inhale, lean away from the left thigh. And as you exhale, circle that hand to the floor. Pause there, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. On your inhale, lift your hands, let those hips drop. Exhale. Inhale brings those hands to your thigh. Taking that right hand back behind you, grabbing onto the right foot. Draw into the low belly, hip to heel, and then try to draw the chest forward. Draw the hips forward, keeping heel toward bum, finding that quad stretch. And then pressing that knee into the floor as much as you're drawing that left hip back. Another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, releases the foot. Exhale, hands to ground. Take an inhale there. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, takes that top arm up. Exhale, circles it to the back of your mat. Bending that back knee again, grabbing on for the foot. Draw foot away from the hip, open the chest, lean it back. Draw in through the belly, roll the shoulders back. And then maybe start to bend the back elbow, drawing heel toward bum. Keep those hips dropping forward. Exhale here. Inhale, top arm reaches, release the foot. Exhale, circles it to the floor. Pause there as you straighten the back leg on your inhale. Exhale, step it back, plank. Your choice, vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Breath and movement match. Meeting up, downward facing dog. Again, bring your attention to your body. Having that intention of being with the body. Exhale fully. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank. Pausing there. If your wrists or elbows are bothering you, can drop to your elbows. Maybe you can even drop your knees, but keep those hips forward. Coming into side plank. We're going to roll to our right side first. So right hand stays down, right foot stays down, left arm reaches. Good. Press down to lift up. Maybe top arm reaches overhead. Really engage that sideways. Spread through the toes. Take another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, take your top leg, step it just behind your bottom leg. Lift the hips, open the chest, reach it back, wild thing. Take another full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, circle it around, find your plank. Pause there, take an inhale. Exhale through the vinyasa. Shoulders back. You always have downward dog if you don't want to do the vinyasa. Exhale here. Inhale, rolls forward to plank again. Exhale, find the strength in the legs, strengthen the arms, draw in through the belly, and then roll to the left side. Stack the feet. Take the top arm up, and then top arm overhead. Press down. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back as you lift the hips. Spread through the toes. Take another inhale. Exhale, top arm reaches. As you inhale, that top leg steps just behind you. Exhale, lift the hips, reach that top arm back. Wild thing. Flipping the dog. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, find your plank. Take an inhale. Exhale through the vinyasa. And press it back, downward dog. Finding that intention. Bring your attention to your awareness, to your breath, to your body. Exhale fully. Inhale, takes that right leg lifted to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Good, back heel's gonna drop to the ground. Inhale brings you up, warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. So this is where we're gonna have a little bit of balancing fun. Draw in through the belly. Good, so we're gonna go through a flow. We're gonna go through each of this twice on each side. Use the props you need. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, shift the weight forward, come onto the ball of the front back foot. Exhale, shift the weight forward, come into warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Hands can always be at heart. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, press to stand. Lift the chest, grab onto that left foot. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Nadrajasana. Dancer will only be here for a moment. Take an inhale. As you exhale, start to bend forward. You can keep the bind, come into half moon. Blocks or floor. Open up the chest. Good, take another big inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, release the bind if you have it. Exhale, step it back, warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2, planting down, open the chest. Good, take another inhale there. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Plant them, slide that right foot back slightly. Press into the hands, lift the left leg. Maybe a little handstand kick. Maybe you find a hold or a vinyasa. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, takes the left leg, reach it up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Back heel comes down. Inhale brings you up. Virabhadrasana 1. So I'm going to show how to use the wall if you need it. Draw up through the low belly. Press down through those feet. Take an inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, hands to heart, or using that wall as the balance, lift through the back leg. Good, take another inhale there. Exhale, press to stand. Take the right hand to the right foot. Drop in through the low belly and then lift and lengthen as you reach back. Keep lifting the chest. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale, lengthen it down, open up, coming into half moon. Press down to lift up. So you have the wall there. I like to use my head on the wall to open. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the bind if you have it. Inhale, bends into that left knee. And exhale, steps you back. Warrior two. Press it down. Good, open the chest. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Pause there. Plant those hands, slide that left foot back. Maybe a little handstand hop if the wall is there. You have that for balance. Press down, big inhale. And exhale, meeting up. Downward facing dog. Nice full inhale. Exhale. Second round. Same sequence. Inhale, takes the right leg lifted to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Back heel spins down. Inhale, brings those arms up. Exhale. You can also use the foot on the wall if you need. Inhale, shifts your weight forward. Exhale, shifting forward, maybe that foot's closer to the wall. Find warrior three. Good, take an inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, lifts the chest. Taking a hold of that left foot, lift up through the heart. Exhale, lengthen it forward. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lowering to the ground, opening up the hip. Maybe keep the bind or maybe press the foot into the wall. So pressing for half moon. Open the chest. Maybe find a little balance on that bottom hand. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, step it back, warrior two. If the wall is too close, adjust the feet. Step the right foot forward. And warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cartwheels the hands to the floor. Exhale, step it back or do a little handstand kick. Maybe find a little balance. Meeting up, downward facing dog. Inhale, takes the left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, brings you up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hold. As you inhale, shift forward, adjust the feet. So if you want to use the wall behind you, press the foot into the wall so that you can lengthen forward and really use those legs to lift the heart. Maybe arms start to lengthen. Take an inhale. Exhale, press this hand, lift the chest, right hand to right ankle, left arm reaches, press it back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, releasing that left hand to the floor. Maybe that right foot presses into the wall. And then find that half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Press into the foot on the floor and the wall. Maybe find your balance with your arms. Big inhale here. Exhale, looking down, step the back foot down. And find your warrior two. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Your choice, vinyasa, maybe handstand. Press down, lift up. Take another inhale. And then exhale, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Nice full inhale, pay attention to your intention. Notice how you're feeling after those 2 rounds. Exhale fully. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, come into pigeon. Right knee to the right back of the right hand. Lift and lengthen up through the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Pausing here for a moment. Really ground down into that front shin. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Maybe reach the arms back. Maybe find your back leg. Maybe even find mermaid. So you have options here. Maybe you have full pigeon, whatever you'd like to play with today. We have 2 more breaths here. Keep drawing up through the low belly. Press down to that front leg to lift and open the chest. Good. Take 1 more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plants the hands. Exhale, press it back. Downward dog. You have the option for a vinyasa, maybe a handstand hop. The wall's right there. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take the left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, draw knee to nose and then knee to the back of the left hand. Lengthen the back hip back. Lift up through the low belly. Press down into the legs to lift the chest. Maybe hands behind the back again, opening up. Maybe hands on your hips, press down. Maybe grab onto the back foot. Both hands are option. If you're going into mermaid, draw the heel toward the bum. Draw that elbow and knee, foot into your elbow. And then top arm's gonna reach. Press down, find your balance. Maybe hands clasp. Take another inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Releasing slowly. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Downward facing dog. You have options for handstands, vinyasas, maybe even child's pose. Nice, full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look to the middle of your mat. Hop, step, or walk to the middle of your mat. And then go ahead and have a seat. We're gonna come into Gomukhasana. So you're gonna take your right leg and place it over your left. Your left hip, your foot is by your left hip, and then your left foot is by your right hip. And I like to kind of press my knees toward one another and then pull them back toward one another, snuggling that hip down. If this hip kind of sits up too high, you can always sit yourself back on a bolster. Just gonna give you a little bit more height here. And breathe. So you have options. I'm gonna turn a little bit sideways here. You have options. You can just energetically press those thighs down as you roll the shoulders back. You can go with your left arm up, right arm down for a full Gomukhasana. Breathing here. Maybe start to lengthen forward. As you lengthen forward, resist the urge to round. Keep the heart coming forward. Keep drawing that top elbow toward the center line. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale releases those arms. As you exhale, plant the hands. We have a fun way to switch the other side. You can just lean back and switch, or lean forward, presses into the sides of your feet. Shift the weight forward, keep the feet where they are, and then walk your hands to the left, behind you, to the left. Keep going toward your left hand, keep your feet where they are. And then eventually your right knee is going to drop down behind your left. Sit back down onto the floor on your cushion. Now your left leg is on top of your right. Ta-da! Pause there. Good, and this time your right arm's gonna go over, left arm's gonna go under. And then lean back, draw the shoulder blades onto the back, draw the low belly in. Draw both elbows to the center line. Maybe lean forward, but resist the urge to round. Keep the heart coming forward. Deep stretch for the shoulders and the hips. Good, 2 more full breaths here. Exhale fully. Inhale, releases those arms. As you exhale, roll it forward onto those outer edges of your feet. Lift the hips. And this time you're going to go toward your right. Toward your right, toward your right, toward your right, all the way around. Once you make it all the way back around, take that left foot, step it to the left. Heels in, toes out, and drop it down, Malasana. Lift up through the chest. Draw in through the lower belly. Drop those heels down. And if your heels don't quite make it to the ground, draw that blanket or bolster underneath so you have something to press back into, so you can really lift your heart and then drop in through the low belly. Take a couple more moments here. Coming into an arm balance, Bakasana. Shift the weight forward, plant those hands, lift the hips, bring those knees onto the backs of the arms, draw in through the low belly, lean forward, think chaturanga arms, draw your heels toward your bum, lengthen forward, maybe even press down so much those arms start to straighten, pull in through the low belly, think cat pose, another big inhale, exhale, either set it down or shoot it back, vinyasa, and then all the way to the floor. Meeting on the floor here, taking those legs out wide, Uttanishta Konasana. Sitting up nice and tall, really rolling the gluteus maximus out of the way, grounding onto those sit bones. Take an inhale, flex through the feet, and exhale, start to lengthen forward. So you have options with your hands. Hands can reach to ankles, elbows can come down, you can rest your forehead in your hands. But again, imagine the heart coming forward, not rounding in the back. Keep the belly coming forward. Those that are a little bit more flexible, maybe have a block or a bolster underneath and trying to keep that belly lifted up off of that bolster. Engaging through those legs. Bringing that attention back to your intention of being aware of your body and breath. Slowing it down. Exhale fully. Inhale lifts the heart. As you exhale, see if you can bend those knees ever so slightly to grab onto the big toes. And then leaning it back, draw the knees in if you need, lean it back and extend those legs wide. Good. Draw in through the belly, finding the core strength. And then drawing those legs together, lift up through the chest, draw in through the belly, Navasana. Good. Heart's open, chest lifts, belly draws in, legs are active as if you're standing on them. Good, and we're going to take a 5 count all the way to the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale. Exhale all the way to the floor. Let it all relax. Big inhale through the nose. And sigh it out. Good, go ahead and bend those knees. We're going to do a couple little bridge poses here. So you have the option full bridge, half, or wheel. Lengthening those hands toward your feet. Press down into those heels. Inhale lifts the hips. Exhale either up into Urdhva Dhanurasana or Setu Bandhasana. Press down into those pinky edges. Draw the tailbone toward your knees as you draw your heels toward your hands. Lift up through the chin slightly. Take another inhale. And exhale, release. Let those hips drop down, knees knock in. Feet are apart the distance of your mat. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Second round. Ground down into those feet. You have the option full Urdhva Dhanurasana, or maybe see if you can grab onto your ankles. If you can get your ankles a little bit closer to you. If that's not going to happen, repeat the previous one. Press down, inhale, lift the hips. Roll the shoulders under. Press the tailbone toward the knees as you lift the hips. Squeeze the knees toward one another as you draw your heels back. Another full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, unwinds the shoulders. Exhale, release the ankles, release the hips. Knees knock in. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Repeat either of the previous two or full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Hands by your ears. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, come to the top of your head. Reset the hands, draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten the arms. Press down into the soles of the feet, lengthen tailbone, open the heart. Another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly release. And exhale, knees knock in, feet are apart, distance of the mat. Take a nice full inhale through the nose. And out through the mouth. Allowing yourself to surrender here, a couple moments, checking in. And then coming into a twist, go ahead and shift your hips over to the right. Take your right leg over your left. And then draw the knees up, take those knees over to the left as you open the chest. Finding Gomukhasana, or eagle, Garudasana, legs. Getting into the outer hip. Let that right shoulder release. Maybe even take that left shoulder, sneak it over to the left a little bit more to allow the chest to lift. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings the knee to center. Exhale, unwind, bring those hips back to center. And then shift the hips over to the left. Left leg over the right. Draw the knees up toward the chest and then over to the right. Sweep that right shoulder over to the right slightly to open the chest more. And allow the breath to be smooth and fluid. Noticing how your body's feeling as you're starting to slow it down. Coming toward the end of our practice. Exhale fully. Inhale, draws that knee back up. Exhale, unwind, bring the hips back to center and pause. So a couple options here before Shavasana, or you can even have your final position of Supta Baddha Konasana be your Shavasana. So let's do a little happy baby to begin. Draw those knees wide, flex through the feet, rock a little bit from side to side. And so you have options you can use for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can use your blocks underneath your chest. You can use a blanket. So I'm going to use my blanket. I'm going to take that, I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to place it right behind me on my spine. And I'm just going to lay back onto that. If I find that I need a little bit more support for my head, I'm going to go ahead and take a pillow, placing that there. And then the soles of my feet are going to be together. I like to press into my feet and lengthen my tailbone toward my feet and then drop my hips back down. If you feel like it's too much on your knees to keep this open, we'll be here probably for about 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I'll let you lengthen out into Shavasana if you want to take 2 minutes there, or stay here the whole 5 minutes. You can take your hands, make them fists, and kind of just draw them underneath your hips to give your hips a little bit more support there. So you can adjust with where you'd like to put them. Right underneath the bones, so you have the hip bone and then the fleshy part. If you can put the fleshy part right underneath the bones, so a little bit of your gluteus medius and maximus. And then breathe there. So that's an option if you need. Otherwise, regular Shavasana. So snuggle in. Maybe find something to cover your eyes. Then wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a nice full inhale. And sigh it out. Again, inhale. Let it go. One final time, inhale. Hold on to the breath this time. And then let it go. Let your breathing return to normal. Let your body and mind stay with the awareness of your body and mind as you surrender into relaxation. Take rest. Shavasana. staying here, allowing yourself to come in traditional Shavasana. If you're coming out, draw the knees up. Roll over to your favorite side. Let that arm be a pillow. Slide anything out from underneath you. And then go ahead and roll on over onto your back. Taking full Shavasana. Allowing yourself to be comfortable, supported. Taking rest for a couple more minutes here. Lying here for a few more moments if you can. Otherwise, allow your next breath to come in a little deeper. And on your next breath, bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Maybe even the wrists and ankles. On your next breath, reach your arms back behind your head, slide your feet together, give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bend the knees. Draw the knees into the chest, giving them one final squeeze. Drawing your forehead toward your knees. And releasing the head down, roll yourself over to your favorite side. Pause there for a moment. Checking in mentally, physically, acknowledging the shifts from the practice. Trying to keep the eyes closed if you can. Then coming up mindfully as you press into that top hand, extend the top leg, letting that head be the last thing to rise. Go ahead and come back up to a comfortable seated position. And then pause there, hands at your heart. Allowing yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Bring back to mind that intention of attention. And having that full attention be on your body for a few more moments here. Noticing the breath. Noticing how you feel physically. Noticing how you feel mentally. Having all the attention here in this moment, in the room, on your mat, and in your body. Staying with that for a few more moments in silence. If your mind gets distracted, just bring it back to the intention of attention here in this room. Exhaling fully. Inhaling to Om. Bowing your head slightly. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And then holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking time for yourself. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear some sunblock. We'll see you next time. Namaste.